Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be a reading vlog. We actually were supposed to go on a really cute date today, my boyfriend and I, and Lola, our dog, decided to get sick. So we're home and reading. I'm gonna be reading a bunch today. So currently I'm reading Divine Rivals, and I'm buddy reading this with a friend. And when I tell you I am obsessed with this book, I am obsessed with this book. Look at the tabs, okay? Tabs are giving. And I just got to part 3, so I have about 150-ish pages left. This book, I honestly have not been a romance fan for the past few years. I've had a large hatred against any type of romance, and this came into play for fantasies or literally just anything that had that element to it. I was non-discriminatory. It was I hated romance, which doesn't make any sense. But this book single-handedly has made me only want to consume romantasy. And it is a blessing. It is truly a blessing in disguise because it just opens my world to so many good books. So this has been amazing, and I understand the hype now. I actually have the signed copy as well, which I am just so excited about. So I was like, I am going to take my time and annotate this book. So annotating is what I've been doing. I am honestly just so obsessed with the characters, and Roman, I love him. I love that Roman loves Iris's writing. Him talking about her writing is so attractive to me. This weekend, the goal is to finish Divine Rivals, because this is just, it's literally becoming one of my favorite books of all time. And that says a lot because I only have one that I ever tell people that is my favorite book. And that's Bluets by Maggie Nelson. And I've never had a fiction book that has spoken to me in this way. But this is just hitting real different. And it's so good. I'm gonna go. I need to unload some laundry. And then we're gonna sit down and just binge read all day. All day. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just got to chapter 30. Roman's notes to her while they're on the front. I'm dying. I'm dying. And if he knows you well enough, then he'll mention something about books or newspaper articles, because surely he knows by now your writing is exquisite, and above all, he knows that he doesn't deserve you and your words, and he never will. Oh my God. I'm dying over here. Truly dying. Do you want to say hi to the camera? She's like, what am I doing here? But you know what day it is? Time to finish Divine Rivals, okay? This book is literally wrecking me. I love everything about it. But basically, I am on page 308 of 360, which is chapter 39. This literally has become one of my favorite books of all time. I don't even need to read the ending. I'm so excited to read the second one. And I'm obviously going to finish the ending. But I am so obsessed with Roman Kitt. Okay? So obsessed. It is just not even funny. And I really do love Rebecca Ross's writing style. it's so funny because I feel like I don't notice it until I really start paying attention to like annotate. I think that's my issue, not her issue. I have so many tabs, it's unbelievable. And I ran out of the tab colors that I was using like 3 different times. So at this point, they're all morphed into one. They're all gonna be the same thing. They're all just moments I love and like relevant moments to the story. So I literally end up highlighting, I swear, like something on every other page. It's ridiculous. Like there's just so many good moments. You don't go one page without a good moment, and I'm eating this up.
It helps the speaker lead his audience into the scene he described by creating an imaginary picture. Usually it's something that moves.
I just finished chapter 40, or not 40, 39. Yes. I need to text my friend who I'm buddy reading this with, because actually what's really funny is we've read it at basically the same pace. Totally unplanned, but like we'd text each other and be like, where are you at? And we're both like always around the same area, so we're both currently reading right now, which is cool. And I'm excited to like finish the book together. We both are planning on finishing it today, so I'm so excited to talk to her about it, like so excited. Hello again. Hello for the first time for you, the second time for me. I finished Divine Rivals, and this book impacted my life in the best way possible. This was a 5 out of 5 star read for me. It has become one of my all-time favorite books. I only have 3 all-time favorite books at this point. One is Bluets by Maggie Nelson. One is At Sea with the Song. I can't remember the author's name, but I'll put the cover right here. And then now Divine Rivals, and this quickly became my favorite. I think I was hooked at like 30 pages, and the rest of it I was just eating it up. You can see by all of the tabs there were so many moments that I loved, and a part of it is like I just loved the characters so much. And I honestly don't remember the last time that I loved characters this much. I don't care what you say, Roman Kitt is my boyfriend, my book boyfriend, and you can never take that away from me because it is just a part of who I am now. And actually, this book really meant so much to me that I am in the process of scheduling a tattoo appointment to get the typewriter that is on the front cover of this book. So I'm really excited for that. I don't have any bookish tattoos, so this will be my first one, and I am just so excited about this. I think that a lot of what I really loved in this book was specifically from the magical typewriters and the fact that they were falling in love through letters, and that element of it is just so beautiful to me. Like I just love writers, love the romance through letter writing. Like I think letters are so romantic, so I just loved everything about this book. And we actually decided to take like a 2-week break because I was reading this with my buddy read partner, and we decided to take a 2-week break before we started this one, Ruthless Vows. So it has been about 2 weeks since you've seen me at this point, but I'm going to start this. This one's about like a little bit over 400 pages. Tomorrow I'm actually going to a cafe to write and also to read, so I'm gonna definitely get some reading done then, and I have all of Sunday to read. So this whole weekend is essentially dedicated to this guy right here. Okay, I'm kind of nervous because of how the last book left off. I really hope that the whole book isn't dealing with trying to resolve what happened in the end of it. And I hope there's like a lot more like plot twists and turns, because if it kind of just plays out, I think I'm gonna be really bored. So I'm really hoping there's some like chaos in this book. Really hoping for it. So we'll see. I'm anticipating that I'm gonna really love this one, but we'll see. Okay, let's get started. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I was just watching back the footage of my read of Divine Rivals, and it made me so much more excited to read this right now. This is the beginning of something I feel will be life-changing. So let's hope it actually is that.
It helps the speaker lead his audience into the scene he described by creating an imaginary picture. Usually it's something that moves.
Okay, I did have some nerves going into this book, thinking that like maybe I wasn't going to fall in love with it as much, or that the world would like not be as immersive for me as the first book. But honestly, like I am right back to where I was. Like I am loving this so much. I am only on chapter, what is it, 3? Yeah, 3. So page 21. But I just know this is going to be so good. And I'm so happy that I started this today. I am going to continue reading, but I'm going to shut my camera off and make some progress before I go to sleep. It's currently 12:03, so I'll probably read for at most maybe an hour or more. And then you'll see me tomorrow, because we're going to get these pages in. I love this world. I don't think my heart can take ending this book and not having a sequel or a third. I think I would actually cry. Anyway, gonna get back to reading. Good morning from me and Lola. I stayed up till 2 a.m. and I naturally woke up at 7:30 this morning because I was so excited to read this morning. I literally feel like I dreamed about this book. I'm obsessed with it, and I think part of it is I've been listening to this Harry Potter lo-fi playlist while I've been reading it, and so it like entirely immerses me into this world, and like that's what I listen to reading Divine Rivals. So the experience is just immaculate. Last night I got to chapter 7 of Ruthless Vows, and you know what's so funny is Kaylee, who I'm buddy reading with, she totally called something in this book that is kind of crucial, so I won't spoil it. I'm trying to make this a spoiler-free vlog, but she totally called it, and I was like freaking out last night when she called it. It's in chapter 3. So if you read it and you see the special thing in the end of chapter 3, she totally freaking called it. She actually called like multiple aspects of it, and I don't know if she just cheated or... Kaylee, did you cheat? Probably not. But anyway, I was shocked. I literally have been tabbing like every other page. And here's my thing. Like, if I'm tabbing and annotating almost every page, like at that point, do you just not tab? Like, at what point do the tabs become too many? You know? Because it's not like I'm really breaking it out for like character development or anything like that. I'm literally just tabbing everything the same color. So it is like based off of, I annotate for character development, you know, things in the plot, and then just like writing that I love. But I'm not breaking it out by tab color because I did try to do that in the last book and I literally ran out of like every color. So then every single like aspect that I was tabbing had like 3 colors to it, and I was like, screw it, I'm just tabbing everything the same. So at what point like do you just not tab? Things in the plot, and then just like writing that I love. But I'm not breaking it out by tab color because I did try to do that in the last book and I literally ran out of like every color. So then every single like aspect that I was tabbing had like 3 colors to it, and I was like, screw it, I'm just tabbing everything the same. So at what point like do you just not tab? But currently on page 58. So I did read a good amount last night. I was pretty distracted, so I didn't read it like as fast as I could have. But today, like, we are lasered in because I am so hooked, and literally all I wanted to do was wake up and read this. So I started my coffee. I'm just waiting for that to come, and we will get to reading. Oh, I love this duology so much. I'm just gonna have to read the rest of Rebecca Ross's books. And honestly, that would be a fun video. Like if I read like all of them in one video. Because honestly, I think that she's probably gonna become one of my favorite authors. Like people always ask me about authors, and before I didn't really have that many that like stood out to me with their writing, but Rebecca Ross is the first one that I'm like, yes, I love her and her writing, and I want to know everything about her. That just like has never happened to me before, so it's been a fun experience. Okay, I'm gonna go get my coffee and let's read. Hello, I just came back from work and it's like 5:40, so we are going to finish this book right now. We are going to finish Divine Rivals, or not Divine Rivals, Ruthless Vows, so we can finish off this vlog because I am very eager to finish. I am on page 292. And there is 417 pages in this book. So I know I can finish this tonight. Lola is very needy right now. But I know I can finish this tonight. So we're gonna get to work and we're just gonna read.
As you can tell by my face, it is way past my bedtime. Okay, I'm out here looking like a wreck. I can't even believe I'm gonna close this video out like this, but I just finished Ruthless Vows. By the way, look at the glasses imprint on my forehead. I really gotta stop doing this to myself. I really gotta stop making a fool out of myself on the internet. But alas, we have finished Ruthless Vows. Look at the tabs. I'm actually very happy with them. Very happy. And it is currently 12. So I need to go to bed. Moral of the story, I freaking love this series. I am really upset that it's only 2 books. The second one, I feel like was a tiny bit too long. Tiny bit. Like, I think I was probably 20 pages into part 4, and I was like, this could have been done, like, at part 3-ish, kind of, if some things were tweaked. But I stood corrected because the 15 pages later, shit got crazy. It got way more intense. And I loved it. I loved every second of this book. It took me forever to read because I was really just trying to take my time with it. But I'm really happy I did. I'm so proud of these tabs. Like, this one and Divine Rivals are really like the only fantasy books that I've ever tabbed. And really, honestly, I could be wrong, but I think it's like the only fiction I've really ever tabbed, like, besides like my Kindle notes, but I typically didn't tab any of my fiction. So I'm really, really pleased. This reading vlog took me a lot longer than I thought it would, but I had so much fun filming this, and if you guys want to see more of these, let me know. I really want to do one for A Touch of Darkness and that whole series, because I think that would be really fun, especially because I'm planning on reading all of them in a month. I think that I could maybe do a few like 24-hour, not a few, maybe like one 24-hour readathon. We'll see. Definitely not this weekend. This weekend, the first weekend of March, too much. But maybe a different weekend. But let me know if you like the reading vlog. Leave some comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Okay, we have more book content coming up. And my crazy self will see you in my next video. Bye.